So, so, good evening, ex-Muslims of the West. Good evening, apostates. Good evening, all the cool people, and welcome back to yet another deep dive. This time, actually, we really have to talk about something very important. I just came back from work. I went outside. I'm still trying to gather my thoughts, but this is very urgent. So, you know, before I start to talk about this, I just want to say that this is not a political discussion because I feel sometimes like politics overshadow humanitarian and humanistic kind of like topics. So this is actually not about politics or about the war in the Middle East, but this is about the queers for Palestine. So, dear queers for Palestine and dear queer Muslims of the West, this is the voice of the ex-Muslims of the West that we actually want to finally address to you 2 years into this craziness where we found each other because of you, because of those radical Marxist leftists on the left who think that by becoming somehow Muslims themselves, they are going to change the world and decide how the new world order is actually going to be. I don't know if you actually guys already found out about this. Probably you did. But there is news from the flotilla that was sent in Gaza, on which Greta Thunberg was also actually part of. And, ooh, girl, do we have some tea to spill? Oh my God. Actually, finally, the queers for Palestine are getting a real pushback from the Muslim community of Tunisia. Girl, buckle up because I have an article to read about you. It's really getting very dirty. The article is in French, so I'm going to translate it. I will not read the entire article, but these are a couple of parts that I want you to hear. The sexual orientations of each other are a very private thing, but being a queer activist is touching societal values and imprinting the path that risks to put my own children and my people around me in a situation that we, the Muslims of the Middle East, reject. I refuse that they suggest to my son in school to change his gender or sex. I will never forgive those who put us actually on this wrong pathway. We have to talk about this because some people like to draw a red line that they have already passed themselves. I call to everybody to save the situation and to recover the mistake that has been done by people that have bled blood to see this flotilla coming to save us. And then there is a TV presentator, Samir El Wafi. So this was actually said by Maryam Meftah. And Samir El Wafi, who is a TV presentator, also added something very important and said, you know, the Palestinian cause is first and foremost a cause for the Muslims, and we cannot disassociate the Palestinian cause from its spiritual and religious dimension. Jerusalem is finding at the heart of these symbols and in the center of its own faith. So, why are you pushing these activist suspects who serve other agendas that do not actually affect us or talk about us and that have nothing to do with Gaza, like the LGBTism? Why are we hearing voices of these peoples in a flotilla that are supposed to represent our societies and their solidarity with Gaza? Why are you dividing the people around the biggest cause that's supposed to reunite them? Why are all of these suspects who are financed moralists and ideologists uh, put in a boat that is supposed to represent the Arab sensibility and the human consciousness? What do we have to expect from an Arab Muslim who sees and hears, words from queer people coming to save the Arab in a flotilla in the name of the Arabs' most sacred cause? So basically, yeah, if this was said by a Republican American white person in the West, you guys know that they would have been the first ones to say how these people are fascists, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, yada yada yada. Yet we have heard today a complete silence after the Tunisian ex-Muslims has rejected the queers for Palestine. They have completely said that the queers for Palestine are the colonizers of the Middle East and that they are taking advantage of a war in the Middle East to be able to advance their own cause, which is actually pretty clear because we all know that the queers for Palestinians are actually narcissistic people, you know what I mean? So we actually have a couple of words to tell to you guys as ex-Muslims. First of all, we told you so. To be very clear, we told you so. We were right, you were wrong. So, in the name of all the ex-Muslims of the West, we do expect a public apologies by all of this woke. Yes, I'm gonna call you woke. I know that this triggers you because you think this is from the far right in the West, but you dare to touch my far right. So, dear wokeists of the West, I don't even want to associate even myself with you, first of all. You owe us an apology. Because when we were trying to tell you that Islam is a fascist ideology that does not like LGBTI people, you told us that we know nothing, that we're only imitating the talks of the Western far right people when you now prove yourself to be wrong. All the media is publicly shaming you, and we are not going to be there to catch you when you're gonna fall hard on the ground. I, for one, am not going to fight for your rights in the West. You betrayed me. You betrayed my community. We are no longer together. It's me against you right now, and it's you against your own fascists. I will not stand in the middle because you have to pay the price for your own ignorance, for not listening to the actual voices of the minorities, for trying to fake being a minority by claiming, neo-colonial identities that you invented just to play pretend to be oppressed when the LGBT and T ex-Muslim diaspora of the Middle East and even further were crying to tell you, please stop doing what you are doing right now because you are hurting us. And what did you do? You did not even care. So pardon me while I am not caring whether somebody is taking away your rights, because this is all a boomerang, baby. You have to pay the price with your own karma of all the people that have cursed you when you were trying to speak in their names. Black people, Latinos, ex-Muslims, refugees, asylum seekers. A lot of people have been actually pissed off by the liberal Westerner hive mind, whether has it been a blonde Karen who suddenly became non-binary because it is no longer cool to be a straight woman, whether it is somebody who is a gay man who claims to, I don't know, be trans femme or whatever. All of those bullshits have to stop right now. We draw the red line at LGBT and dairy stuffs. We do not acknowledge anything else. We also want to reclaim the rainbow flag, not the progress flag, because the progress flag brought us here. This is not progress, it's the regressive left. Do you realize that you sent flotillas all the way to Tunisia to get rejected by the people that we told you in the West that you were going to be rejected from? And now you have the face and the courage to even call yourself part of my community? I don't claim you. This time you're cancelled. And you guys are cancelled in the USA. You guys showed your face when Charlie Kirk died. And yes, as a Democrat, I was also mourning Charlie Kirk's death. You guys are isolating yourself, and one day you are going to distance yourself so far away from everybody that you are going to be the outcasts that are going to be bullied and that are going to be standing on the sidelines watching all of us enjoying life while you are going to be considered as the lunatics who once upon a time thought they had it all. It's over for you. You lost. It's time for you to raise the white flag, when you lose, like in the cartoons. And it's time for you to admit that you have been defeated. Mercy from me you will never receive. You have lost me. Forever, I will never, ever forgive you for doing this to me. Never, ever. I really want to be clear. The queers for Palestine and the queer Muslims, they have lost me. I don't even want to be near you. I don't want to be near narcissistic people with a super big ego, thinking that they know better than everybody else just for them to be proven wrong by their own virtue. So yeah, people, what else can I say? I mean, tonight in Brussels, a trans woman has also been attacked. I don't know the details, but there was a video circulating from the trans woman. She is an asylum seeker, where a woman in an abaya, abaya is like the full clothing, was caught on the video, and we're done. I mean, I'm done of escaping my religion and people trying to virtue signal and then to bring my own traumas where I came to seek refuge. So I'm also down of mourning my comrades like Betul Ashgar going to prison because they're saying that Allah is lesbian. I'm just honestly done from people finding excuses for Islam. I'm talking about the radical fundamentalist Islam. I'm just done, honestly. I call out all the moderate Muslims to join us on this journey because this will also actually affect all the moderate Muslims. Because moderate Muslims just want to be also left in peace, like moderate LGBT people. But the extremists of their own community, just like the extremists of my own community, I'm also calling out, are making it worse for them. So I actually would like to see one day a community of ex-Muslims and Muslim moderates, LGBT people or non-LGBT people coming together and denouncing the extremes in both of their community, because stronger we can, achieve world peace and achieve, mutual understanding.